Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Learning from the Masters. I hope you are enjoying this series. Today we are going to explore some of the techniques that can be positively used to influence your clients. Our first concept is going to be loss aversion. Behavioral economist Kahneman and Tversky actually suggested that losses loom larger than the gains. And this means that people prefer avoiding losses rather than thinking about how to acquire equivalent gains. In coaching, specifically, if you emphasize that your client, what kind of losses they will make by not taking those actions, rather than just the benefits, we have a tendency to talk about benefits more. For instance, in the wealth coaching, if you're talking about what gains they will have, instead of you tell them that if you don't do this financial planning, the losses from the missed opportunities and misinvestments are much more going to be larger. This is like talking about not just fixing the cost of a leaky roof, but if you don't fix it, then what will happen and what gets ruined and how much loss they will make, right? Now, then let's talk about a confirmation bias. What it means is, if you remember, Francis Bacon famously said, man prefers to believe what he prefers to be true. And that is typically when people tend to believe the information that conforms to their existing belief. In your coaching, by aligning with what actually your people are or the clients are believing, pre-existing beliefs you can easily use, and then specifically in the areas of health and relationship, it's akin to guiding them through the more like a forest in which they already walk, and then it's easier to follow the path and then trust you as well. Moving on to the next one, which is the paradox of choice, right? And the Barry Schwartz cautions that more isn't always better, and too many choices can actually lead to decision paralysis. We tend to give a lot of choices because we believe that those choices will help our clients. But whether it's a diet plan or a financial strategy or a relationship advice, if you offer clear, limited options, then it becomes much more easier. It's like being in a restaurant with a more of like a limited menu or with just 5 items rather than having hundreds of items. Much easier to decide and more satisfying, right? Now let's examine the another one effect which we can very easily use called as halo effect, right? I mean, psychologist Edward Thorndike once observed that we tend to like or dislike everything about a person, including things which we have not even observed. Now, this phenomenon can be actually pivotal for coaching. By establishing yourself more knowledgeable and trustworthy in one area, client will tend to believe and trust your guidance in the other areas as well. This is particularly if effective if you have got multifaceted coaching, something like wealth as well as relationship and health. And if you consider this like a chef which is renowned for his signature dish, or rather dish, I'm so sorry, but you'll find that people believe that whatever that actually chef is going to cook is going to be more delightful, right? And finally, lastly, let's look at the endowment effect. As Daniel Kahneman actually points out, people assign more value to things merely because they own them. And in your session, you must encourage your clients to take the ownership of their own personal development plans. Now, this could lead to self crafted goals or personalized action steps in any coaching area. It's like giving someone to seeds to the plant in the garden and they care more because it's their nurturing. So, by leveraging these various science secrets like loss aversion, confirmation bias, the paradox of choice, and halo effect and the endowment effect, you can enhance effectiveness as a coach. Thank you for joining me in this particular episode. I hope you're enjoying this, and I'll continue to share more insights going forward. Keep showing me your love, keep subscribing, and this is Coach Sandy signing off. Thank you, and bye bye.